Clevatess, episode 1 of the new dark fantasy anime, now out, so let's talk about it.
テレビアニメ「クレバテス」魔獣の王と赤子と屍の勇者7月より放送開始
So the newest anime, Clevatess, has now dropped its first episode on Crunchyroll for you guys to go and watch right now. And I have not read the manga, so I'm going in completely blind, but the first episode is 45 minutes long, right? And there is, after the credits, there is a little bit teasing the next episode, so definitely stay for that. But let's talk about this first episode, because this is crazy, man. This is actually a crazy anime, and I was not expecting it to be that bloody and gory, but I'm glad it was because it was a lot of fun. So the whole idea of this anime and this world is you have these 5 nations, 5 races of humans, humanoids, however you want to determine them, and they all don't know how big the world truly is, but they want to expand, obviously. But in their way are the 4 beast lords, which are these creatures that are of divine power, essentially, that can't be defeated. Now, there is a prophecy, a legend, whatever you want to call it, of a hero who is going to get a sword from the king and take down these lords, these beast lords, and then everyone's going to expand from then on. That is the whole purpose of this. And the character that we follow, Alicia, she is wanting to become the hero. She hears this story from her dad, and obviously tragic happens to her with her father, but she makes it a goal to go and become a hero and go and stop them. And this is where it starts. She is a hero. There's 13 of them, and they are going to go stop Clevatess, which is one of the beast lords. And when they get there, they're all ready to go. They've got the weapons. So there's these weapons that are made out of this red crystal stuff that gives them enhanced powers and basically makes them stronger in every way, shape, and form in order to try and contend with these beast lords. Now, when they get there, Clevatess looks absolutely badass. I must say, the design for this beast lord is freaking awesome. It's like something that you would think out of like a fantasy world where you have like this lion looking wolf creature with like the ram horns and then the tails, like 9 tails of like just craziness. But man, they instantly show you the difference. Like, they don't shy away from showing you that Clevatess is far, far beyond them when it comes to powers. Bro is just like, what are these guys doing? They're like insects. Why are they doing it? Now, something that I really, truly liked is the actual character of Clevatess himself. That character, there's so many layers to him already, and he is by far the most interesting character for me moving forward. I want to see, now he's supposed to be the bad guy, but I'm kind of sitting there, I'm like, I understand where he's coming from, because, you know, he's like, dude, they're invading my freaking lands. Why are they invading my lands? Like, these humans, they want more. They can't be satisfied with what they've got. They need more. So they come here. But man, he whoops all the heroes, and it's in bloody glory fashion, man. I'm talking decapitations. I'm talking the first guy, the strongest hero. Bro gets absolutely decimated in a way where you're sitting there and you're like, holy crap. Okay, this is serious now. This is serious. And a lot of them get absolutely destroyed. Like, I mean, limbs are getting ripped left, right, and center. Bro does not care. And then Alicia, she's the smarter one out of all of them. She's trying to figure out, okay, so he attacks from the shadow. So we need to keep moving, doing this. But she ends up ultimately falling as well to him. And she's like, I failed, father. Now, this is where we see Clevatess. He decides, I'm going to go wipe these humans out, basically. I'm going to go see what they're about, because it's been 1,000 years. These ones seem to be a bit stronger than the last ones. What's going on here? They should be insects. So he goes to the kingdom where the king is, and he's like, okay, I'm going to investigate, essentially. Meanwhile, wiping them all out, and he meets the king, and he's basically just says that, like, this is just aura farming at this point. He says to the king, yeah, I'm going to ask you a question. If I don't like the answer, you're dead. Simple facts, like, just straight up. And normally, you know, you see that, and then they're like, ask the question, the guy gives the full thing, and then it's like, okay. And then they give him, you know, another question that try to really dive in him. No, not Clevatess. Clevatess, as soon as he doesn't hear what he likes to hear, bro doesn't even finish what he's saying, he's decapitated. completely decapitated. So he's now deciding whether he's going to destroy humanity, which is something that I like about this character. Like, he's deciding whether or not they are worthy to keep alive or just go through and just wipe everyone out to save his own lands and everything like that. So, but as he's leaving, he stumbles across someone who's like, save this kid, please. Save this baby. It needs to be saved. And he's like, well, prove to me. Prove to me that it needs to. Prove this. And then they're like, I'm going to die. I can't. But this kid will prove to you that humanity deserves to survive. Because it didn't get the choice to be born as a humanoid. It did not get that choice. So he ultimately takes the kid and he's like, okay, I can't go back on my word. But he realizes he doesn't have the knowledge and the capability to sustain this life. He doesn't know how to feed it or anything. So he brings Alicia back to life and finds out that she can't breastfeed because she's a virgin. She's never ever given birth or anything like that. So she has zero milk. And she's like, well, I can't do it. Like, what do you expect? And he's like, well, I need your knowledge. That's what I need. What do we need to do? And this is where she's like, we need a nurse to do this. And he's like, okay, fine, we're going to go. But I'm not leaving this kid out of my sight. I don't want it to die out of my sight because it's my word. And I want to make sure that it survives into an adult so that it then has the best chance possible to show me that they deserve to survive. So you can already see that Clevatess is getting this bond with this baby. This humanoid baby, and I can see where it's going, but obviously Alicia's like, I need to take this thing out, man. Like, this thing's going to try and destroy it. Like, how am I going to do this? What we see is Clevatess actually transforms into like a humanoid form, and this is where they're like, all right, let's go now. And it's just going to be an interesting dynamic between him and Alicia and how that's going to pay out, because now she knows that Clevatess is like, you know what? They find out that this kid is actually royal blood. I'm going to make him king. And when he's king, I'm going to rule from the shadows with him. And I'm going to oversee it all and see and dive in. Basically, almost examining humanity from a higher point up and seeing how it all goes out and see whether or not he needs to destroy them or save them. So it's very interesting. They have put some really, really interesting themes and plot threads already in this first episode that are very, very interesting, that could come together to create something very, very good. Like, the potential for this, now obviously I haven't read the manga, so I don't know where it goes, but right now, after seeing the first episode, the potential is very high for this to be really, really good, because I'm loving what they're doing with the characters and the story already. And the animation was great, and it's bloody and it's gory. It's got the action that you want as well, but it's just so interesting. It really is. And I can't wait to see how this is going to develop. You know, the whole, because I don't feel like Clevatess is a bad person. I don't think he's evil. He doesn't come across as an evil person. He's like, bro, just leave me alone. I just want to chill in my lands, man. Why are you guys coming here? But I don't think the humans are evil either. Obviously, there's going to be one, because you see now that the kingdom is destroyed, that country is now available to be taken. You can see that there are certain races here where they're like, oh yeah, we're going to take this before everyone else. We need this. We need all that. So you can tell that they're going with that little route. But I don't think all of humanity is evil. I just think that the nature of wanting to know more can be, you know, a curse at the same time as it is a blessing. You know, being intrigued, wanting to discover how big the world truly is, coming across these beasts. So it's one of those ones. But I'm liking it so far. But let me know what you guys thought of episode 1. Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Smash it down in the comment section below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.